Hello and welcome to Warhammer Wednesday. This is going to be my review of the models in the Start Collecting Orks box set for Warhammer 40,000. Straight away I'll just give you some of the stats and things and how much this box set is really saving you. If you were to buy it at GW's prices at £50, the total cost of all the figures in the box is about £79, so you're saving just about £30 just from buying the box. If you were to get it cheaper, you can find this discount for £37, so that'd essentially save you £42 if you were going to buy them separately from GW's website. So quite a substantial saving. It is a box set that you could probably buy again and again. What you have is you have the Pain Boy. I've never had a Pain Boy before, one of the reasons why I got the box set. Another reason is the Death Dread. Never had a Death Dread before. He's a lovely looking model. He's quite old now, but to buy him separately costs you about £15. He's a one pose model. There's not much posability with him, unfortunately, but he is a nice looking model. Never had one before, and yeah, I thought I'd go for him. I do like the little Gretchen on the back with a massive needle with the blood or whatever it is dripping out of it, and his hand is pretty cool, like a blade and a couple of syringes and then a little buzz saw. Yeah, really nice looking model, nice HQ. Then you've got your squad of nobz. I've already got quite a few nobz in a box somewhere. No, so I've kind of like kitted these ones out in a completely different way as the ones I already have. So I've given this guy a combi scorcher, I think, given him all the extra armour and things, given him heavy armour as they call it. I think these ones with like the tubes coming out are supposed to be like cyborgs, if that makes sense, but they're still nobz, whichever way you look at it. This guy used that fist, and then he's got his gun on his back and another kind of blade, sword really. But these models you've got free reign of posing and having loads of different options. I'm left with a ton of bits which I will go through towards the end of the video. Then you've got this guy, like an ooge chopper, excellent, really kitted him out, nice and spiky as well. Another guy with kind of like an ooge chopper, a massive buzzsaw in there as well, about to swing it. He just loves his schools. He should really be the GW mascot, this guy. So yeah, that's him. And then this knob, he's armoured up, and he's got a claw. He's ready to do some ripping. So, and that's him. If you've got a lot of nobz, you can always supplant one of these nobz in your mob of boys, if that makes sense, rather than using like the one that comes with them. So then we move on to the mob of boys. You get 10 boys and 1 knob, so essentially you get 11. I mean, you get 19 miniatures in total, but let's just have a look at them. So this is the kind of knob. I'd much rather use one of these nobz. This is the knob of choice compared to this one, because he uses the same kind of legs. The only thing different is his head is a little bit bigger and his chest is a bit bigger. So I'd much rather use a full size knob than like a fake knob, if that makes sense. I'm on a mission to try and use the word knob as much as I can in this video, can you tell? So he's alright. He's got a power claw, he's got his little gun there. Yeah, he's okay. I'm really chuffed with this guy though, the big shooter guy, heavy weapons guy. Like, it's got all his shells around him, shells spurting out the side. He's feeding it into his weapon. He looks like he's just Dakar. He is. Really like that model. And I have been a bit cheeky. I've used a nobz arm here. I think that's for the knob, supposed to be, so might look a bit weird, but he's tossing a grenade. And then I think 2 of them or 3 of them I've used different heads that I just had in my bits box. So I've got this guy, I don't know which set he's from, but I won't go through all of them. But yeah, I just thought he's a different head there. But yeah, and then the back ones are pretty straightforward. And then you get this little dude, this little Gretchen dragging an ammo box. I think you'd classify him as an ammo runt. So yeah, so you got him as well with the set. And then finally, let's talk about this, the big elephant in the room, the Death Dread. Normally separately costs about £30. I know Orks are all about dagger and getting in close. Well, in this case, I've tooled him out to getting in close. And yeah, if he gets immobilised, he will be a statue, but he'll look like a bloody awesome statue. So he's got these little buzzsaws, he's got buzzsaw, another one, claw. Just gives him, well, I say it gives him, probably gives him the same number of attacks as a normal dreadnought nowadays, but that's good. I mean, it gives him a bunch more attacks. He's only got 3 hull points. I mean, look at the exhaust and things at the back. Looks awesome. I mean, I was thinking about giving him like 2 custom Mega Blasters, and then I thought, well, if you get one roll of a 1, that's a hull point down, so that's like 30% of your armour down already. And then I thought, well, I could give him a big shooter, like 1 big shooter, or even dual Scorchers. But then I thought, well, he might not even get that far. One of the best setups is you have 3 close combat weapons and 1 Scorcher, or even 2 and a Scorcher and a big shooter. But I think I probably will get one in a long time because I really like the model. I think he's very orky. I think he just suits this army really well. If I ever get another one, I probably will put some. I will probably put some ranged weapons on instead of the all melee weapons. But I just did it because he just looks cool and he just looks like a complete monster in close combat. So that's why I did that. I went for the cool factor. Yeah, so that's kind of like a little look at all the models. Let's have a look at the spare parts, which I've conveniently kind of put here. As you can see, an awful lot. Over here, there are all the spare parts for the Death Dread. Over here, there's all spare parts for the nobz, like big, huge choppers and shooter weapons with missiles on. There's even quite a few heads and buzzsaw arms. So you could go quite crazy with the spare parts. So plenty of spare parts there, and then quite a lot of spare parts for the boys because I opted to go for shooter boys just because I haven't really got many. I've got mainly sluggers and choppers. So there's plenty of extras here. There's still a rocket launcher and you know, like tank buster, and there was a spare one as well. So there's no, I mean, you could make a squad of tank busters if you really wanted, but yeah. So, and you also have got two bases left as well. So as you can see, lots and lots of spare parts there, lots of Orky spare parts to do as you wish. Lots of kind of Death Dread parts like the custom Mega Blasters that you might be able to use on other models, scenery on bases, you name it. So yeah, you get a fair amount of spare parts, more than the Skitarii, more than the Space Marines. Most spare parts so far. I'd hazard a guess that it's probably the most spare parts in all of the sets. So that's the end of my review of the Start Collecting Orks box set. I think it's a great box. It gives you an HQ, it gives you some elites and some troops, and it gives you nice heavy support in the Death Dread. You could buy 2 or 3 of the sets maybe and have a decent-ish army. It is one of those sets that you can buy again and again because it doesn't have like a unique, like special character, like a one-off kind of thing. So yeah, it's a great set. It's a great set to add to as well, and it's great value for money. So thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.